I know how to find them. And I couldn't believe that anybody could look that good. I hadn't seen her in 9 months. She looked 10 years younger than what she really was. She was 79 and she looked more like 59. But so she lent the product, the night cream, to me. And within 5 days of using it, I told her I wanted the product. I wanted to find out more about the company. So I eventually joined probably about 4 days later, and why I joined was because I believed in the science behind the product. Some of my hairdressing products, all of them actually, none of them have 30-day money-back guarantee. So that was a big part. I love the fact with this company we share the product, we don't sell it. Different with hairdressing products, it's not like that. There's no guarantee or anything like that. And what I wanted was to diversify my product range in the salon. I had been to different parts of the North Island and pharmacies were selling gifts and things like that. And so even if you didn't want a pharmaceutical product, you could buy a wedding present or something like that. So I decided that's what I wanted to do. So Neora just came along at the right time. I also love the fact that I was surrounded by positive people. I went on and listened to her upline, as you do, to find out a bit more about the company. And I was in it whether the business worked or not, just for the motivation speakers and all that sort of thing. I also liked the 90-day challenge, which I'm not sure if we have. I haven't seen that in our back office for a wee while, but that was another selling point that I felt it was easy for clients to, just to try the product with all those sort of bonuses. During the time, my personal achievements would probably be more public speaking. I would never do that in the way before. That was definitely, there's so many things that are out of the comfort zone. Reading, I was good at reading magazines, but not brilliant at reading books. The Audible books are brilliant. I have them in my car all the time. For the team under me, I'm a better person for all this training. And the dream board, I just thoroughly love the dream board, and I make them achievable and I update it quite often. And I try and get all my team to do the same. And I love the fact that I now plan my week in advance of what I'm doing, what appointments I've got and what I've got to do to maximising my time. I'm so much more focused than what I ever was. It probably took me 6 months just to get the hang of how this works. I've never done anything like this before in my life. And it's the cheapest business I've ever had anything to do with. I'm excited for the new products that Sigma Bioscience are working on at the moment, the ones I know of, let alone the ones that I don't know about. And I just think that we are all just incredibly lucky to be in the position we are for the future, because it's we're just all beginning, really. It's going to be massive. And my goal now is that in 6 months' time, I will not have any rent to pay, any staff to, all their issues and dramas and everything else. So yeah, I will be full-time Neora in February next year. So hopefully I will achieve all my goals. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Everyone just give Linda a whole ton of love there in the chat. Thank you so much, Linda, for staying up late and having your game on. But not only that, just sharing with us your story, to show everybody the possibilities and to show everybody that it's a journey that you're on. I was a traditional business owner too, and gee, I know not only the costs of the business, but it's the responsibility and the stress of it as well. Is just phenomenal. phenomenal. So transitioning into this, like, what a gift that is. So thank you so, so much from all the way from New Zealand, guys. Fantastic. Next, we have, with our bouncing forward story, is Ermz. Now, Ermz is in the Philippines. So, guys, Ermz is deadly nervous. So, put your ears on really high, because I just want to say, like, English is her second language. So she's really being brave tonight, and she's bouncing forward with us, and she's going to share her bouncing forward story. Ermz, over to you.
Hello everyone, good evening over there in Australia. Hopefully you can all hear me. Is it okay? Anyway, I am Ermz, and a little bit of my story. I retired from the corporate world last 2015 after 20 years of working. Then I worked as a volunteer in a non-government organization that provides shelter for the poorest of the poor, giving livelihood and empowering the community leaders. And just early this year, having this side business with Nora. So Rachel asked me the adversity I am encountering while growing the business here in the Philippines. Of course, first, we don't have yet a brand center in here. And the first thing that comes to the mind, it is the most struggle that I am dealing with is we have an expensive product once they know how much the price for it. And since our product is coming from Australia, of course, the shipping cost is also expensive, and that is more than 40% of what an average day wage of the majority here in the Philippines. And third, I don't have yet a workout partner growing the business here in the Philippines, and that is my biggest challenge until today for the past 6 months. And of course, there are people who can afford our product, but then again, they are already uses branded high-end one, and it is not easy for them to transition with our product that they don't know yet, because despite of the before and after pics of the videos or the videos that I am sharing with them, and most people, when they heard about network marketing, they are a little bit hesitant, because there were some years that network marketing business or direct business has been in the country, and there were not good experiences mostly for all of us here. And of course, I know the business several years ago, but I am not actively involved, and just decided that Niora would be the last run for me. And by the way, this business was introduced to me by Tim from America. That was more than 3 years ago. And every time there is an update that it would be going in the Philippines, we would talk. And eventually, last year, Philippines is one of the NFR country, and it is served by Australia. Of course, there were people that are interested and saying that they can't afford yet starting the investment and would save up first. But then again, there were also challenges that many people also says that they have no time doing the business and they are busy as it could be. But despite of all this, what keeps me going were, of course, I trust that the company would outlive me and here to stay. So I don't have any worry with people partnering with me and having them to invest in the business and losing money eventually because it would not be an issue for our company. Of course, second is we have our product that does what it says because I have the proven result with myself and have real experience with it. So sharing would not be a problem for maybe for me and for all of us that they would get back at me and says that what you are saying with me is not true at all. And of course, I am surrounded with mentors and leaders that keep on inspiring me to do the activity day in and day out because they are also honest enough and are vulnerable enough to share their struggle, which this business has so much of it, knowing that there is always one to support you when you needed one is a big factor in for me to keep going and doing the business. And of course, personal development and training also is one of the powerful that Nora has in this business. And frankly speaking, without it, I would be lost somewhere and probably had given up. Since of course I am on this business for the past 6 months, and I don't have yet the numbers that I am expecting when I started the business. But despite of that, I know that all I need to do is keep on doing and showing up every day, as has Jeff Olson says in the Slight Edge book that everything takes time, especially if we are building a business. So, of course, I have also I made a promise with my nieces and nephews a Disneyland vacation. And I wanted to travel the world and go on a pilgrimage. And of course, this dream has put on hold because I decided to help first with my siblings to finish their college education. So for me, doing this business is my right time also to be um, to work on myself and making my dreams happen with the business. And of course, um, huh, I wanted also to wipe out my debts because when my mother got sick and eventually passed away, I am uh, I am not afterwards I am not in a good financial condition and I am slowly clearing that out. And of course, having my dream house and a little farm someday. And eventually sponsor kids for having to finish their college education. And since I am working also in an NGO, I wanted to help ending poverty in my country, one family at a time, and maybe this business would be a gift for us here in the Philippines. And I know that doing this business is a roller coaster ride for all of us. Um, it is not easy, but I know since we have the system in place, all we have to do is to plug in ourselves into the business and do the activity, do the learned knowledge and activity knowledge. And every morning when I do my walk and run, a little bit of run, every day, I always listen to both short success audio. So it keeps me and it powers me up to keep on. And that I know that one of these days, what I've been uh, doing would pay off as long as I am here. I am not gonna quit, and I would be here for a long time.
Awesome.
Hopefully,
Thank you
thank
so
you,
much.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, there's a bit of something's going on with the Zoom. People are trying to jump on and they can't get on, and I have no idea why. I checked why. I'm sorry. I have no idea. I am recording it. So, you know, just thank them, whoever's trying to jump on, for trying to jump on at least. I'm not sure why, but you know, it's IT. So if everyone's been giving you heaps of love in the chat, thank you so much for sharing your story. You know, it's just how global we all are. It's such a beautiful part of this business that it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can build a business with us. And Ermz is absolutely one of those people who is doing that whole slight edge philosophy. She turns up every day. She does her 2 exposures every single day. You know, it's just flipping those cards. Just keep on flipping them. All right, guys, I'm going to move. I'm just looking at the time. I'm going to move straight into tonight's training. The first photo, though, I am going to share is of Jan, who Linda spoke about, which is one of her whys. Like, how incredible are our products? I always look at our products and just go, seriously, no wonder people go, are these photoshopped? Because they do a really great job. So, first of all, just as a notice to everybody, if the collagen masks, they are 75% sold out, and actually that was announced this afternoon. So they are moving, and I can't see them being around for the next 24 to 48 hours. So if you know anyone that you haven't spoken to yet, or you want to get these masks on, you know, in there, on their faces, please message them and let them know, because they will run out. If they're not on our normal menu, they are actually a limited time only. They were released for the first time here in Australia, so it's really exciting, and they are just incredible what they do. So tonight we're going to talk about the July Accelerator. So what's the July Accelerator? It's the new promotion that Neora put out to us so we can get extra points for the trip to Vietnam. This is something everybody wants to run for. I know people are already going, oh, I'm out of the game. You're so not out of the game. Neora runs all these little bumpers along the way, all the way to the end of the qualifying period. So in the July Accelerator, you can go into your back office under the build tab, marketing, go to the promotions, and you can find all the rules, the frequently asked questions, everything to do with the points that you will gain. I'm just going to quickly share to you how we can make sure that we move towards obtaining these 2 brand partners and 2 preferred customers. So that is what we need to do. We need to have 2 brand partners at 500 QV, packs as the minimum, and 2 preferred customers at the minimum of 80 QV. That can be mix and matching products, or it could be just a night cream or a body firm on its own, however you want to roll. But remember, they're only minimums. Don't always go for the minimum. Go for what people actually want. If you want to work out where to get the QV or what QV of products, you can go into Go Prospect. There's a different flyer for every single country. This is just the Australian one. You can see on the far right-hand column, there's QV all written all the way down, plus all the packs underneath with all the QV written. So don't get caught out on that starter pack. That starter pack is 250 QV. That's not going to get you that one brand partner. You want to bring a brand partner on always at the minimum of the builder pack. It gives them the best opportunity to build this business going forward. So this is how simple this business is. And you'll notice over time, for you guys that have been here for a while, or you guys that are brand new baby brand partners, is that these have pretty much our 3 major income producing activities. And we just keep doing these over and over and over and over again. So I'm just going to run through them. So the first one is social media. So social media, we want to do 2 things. One is attraction marketing, and the other is reaching out to people. So reaching out to people, we can just have a list, build a big list, go write all the list of your whole entire Facebook friends list and start messaging people. You know that over the next 24 hours to 48 hours, we've got those masks. This is the verbiage that if anybody came to our monthly training on Saturday, Jen Elston shared this verbiage with us. I know I've asked Gia to put that in the comments, in the thread that we have going on this Zoom. So feel free to copy and paste that. This verbiage is great. So add a few photos with it, send it along. These are reach outs. You can send people all sorts of messages to reach out. You must reach out to people and share our products and opportunity. It's a part of our business. And the other is what we call attraction marketing. So not only we're reaching out to people, say you sent Bill and Bob and Jill a message about the collagen masks, and they've got busy, or they opened up your message and they got distracted because little Johnny was wanting to, get a glass of water. So they forgot to reply to your message. And then they see you post a photo. They went, oh my gosh, that's right. Linda contacted me today and she messaged me to ask me about those collagen masks. I want to ask more about them. So attraction marketing, it works hand in hand with the reach outs. Not only that, it piques and creates curiosity for people to go, oh, wow, what is that you're doing? And they message you and they want to know more information. And this is a really important part of what we do. But really, like, how you want to put these on your Facebook wall and your social media is you don't want to be posting like multiple of them a day. It's very easy to be so excited about this business and go, oh my gosh, that's such a good photo, I want to post it, and post. But people go, yeah, nah, let's just unfollow them. So we want people to keep following us. Not only that, I don't splash Neora everywhere. Sometimes there's Neora in there and oh, well, that's life. But I don't splash it everywhere because I want to pique curiosity. I don't want people to go and hit Google. I want people to come to me and talk to me about products. So I love that reaching out to people and attraction marketing, they're 2 different things and they go hand in hand. So these are some business post ideas. Like they're just curiosity posts. They're posts that you can put on your wall. You don't have to write like a whole passage of words prior to it in the comments. You could just write something really fun, like 5-6 words and some emojis, and it's just creating interest and curiosity. And if people aren't commenting and liking, it's not necessary that they are not wanting anything to do with it. Some people are private. Some people don't want the world to see that they're looking for an extra income. So they just want to go, they want to privately just check out what you're doing, and then from there get in contact with you. So the other, real results party. Now, guys, this is the best way to hit your goal to July's accelerator. So we know we need to bring on 2 brand partners and minimum of 2 customers. So having a real results party, it doesn't mean you have to have a big mob of people like that bottom right-hand photo. You can have just a little sit down. I mean, I know on the left-hand bottom photo, that was Lisa at a mum's retreat for their school. And she just had a group of mums together and they put on eye patches and they had a good time. She's held a real results party. It's sharing and exposing people with our products and opportunity. if you are a detailed person and you like to know all the ins and outs and all the detail, go into our back office, into the marketing tab, and download the Real Results Party Toolkit. It is so comprehensive. It's fantastic. If that's the way you're inclined, that you need to really know how to match all the things up, go and get this toolkit. It is fantastic, the information in here. Or if you're missing a part of, I'm not sure how to do a part of the Real Results Party, go and download the toolkit and work out how to invite people, or how to follow up with people, or how to make sure people are there at your party and what you need to do. It's a really fantastic tool, and this is what Neora gives us. They give us so many great tools to use. Now, I did a bit of a run, checked out my calendar. For you guys that work full time and you would do your RRPs on a weekend, these are the next weekends left in July. Where can you draw the line in the sand and go, right, I'm going to book 2 of them. I'm going to book 2 because if people can't go to one, they can go to another. So for you all, which dates can you grab and go, right, I'm going to do them. If you've never had a Real Results Party, this is your time and opportunity. Put your hand up and go, I'm going to do one. So they're the dates for the last weekends from between now and the end of the month. Have a crack, guys. Now, sampling. Sampling is, I love sampling. It's completely how I started my business. I still continue to sample. These are the samples that the company give us. So we've got the 4 night creams, or we've got the skin set, which is the day, the night, the cleanser, and the eye serum. These are so fantastic. They're packaged beautifully. They give great information, where people love that reading things. We're so much busy on computers and on phones now. People love that whole magazine or the reading those pamphlets, because they're beautiful to read and to look at. One of the things that I really recommend, if you can invest $65 back into your company, into your business each month, buy a book of 10. Buy a book of 10 of these every single month, and make sure that you hand them out. Hand them out intentionally, though. Don't just go to, the shop and just free willy them everywhere. Hand them out intentionally. Hand them out where you're going to follow a process of handing it out, following up, making sure that they're using the products right to get the best experience, and then following up to see what they loved best. So really be intentional about your samples. Don't just give it away. This is another way to sample. You can make little sample packs, and somebody was in our team page the other day sharing their little sample kits, gone to 4 different people, and they were so excited. They've just brought on a brand partner this week, and they're totally pumped. And it's like, this is fantastic, because this is what our sampling system does. I personally love giving the day and the night cream, because when you give people both, that's what they'll want to buy. They'll want to buy both. So really, what you want to put in these packs is up to you. It's up to your budget. It's what you've got as 3 free products, or it's what you got to invest in, or as a new baby brand partner. That's why it is so incredible buying the 500 QV or the 750 QV packs, because they are the packs where you get that extra product in your pack, where you can actually hand them out as samples and get these products on people's skin so they can test, try, and experience them. Okay, so the last is that if you don't have 3 free product and you don't have the $65 extra a month yet to put it back into your business, you can do things any which way, and you can make things happen in your world if you're open enough in your mind to go out there and find ways to reach and connect people. You can create an event, and you can do a Facebook event where you can bring a whole group of people into your Facebook event. You know, lots of people do pajama nights, you can do champagne nights, a ladies' night, whatever you like, but bringing people along and sharing our products and opportunity with them via a Facebook. You can just do a live into the Facebook. And if you're too chicken to do the live, or you're brand new, ask somebody else to help you, to support you, that's in your upline sponsor or team, to help you actually do the live. It is such a great way to reach out to people and share our products and opportunity. That you don't have to have all these products and all the time, and you don't have to have do the samples. It's up to you. But what is really great is that there's different ways to go about this business. So really, it's up to all of you. The simplicity of our business is literally just reaching out to people, sharing our products and opportunity. How you choose to do that, whether it's through social media, whether it's through RRPs, whether it's through sampling, or whether it's through all of them, it's up to you. Up to you on how quickly you want to build this business, and it's up to you if you want those extra points to go on the trip. If you want those extra points, totally go out there and do all three. Book 2 RRPs between now and the end of the month. Have a set of samples that are going to go out between now and the end of the month, and make sure, like Linda said, in sharing with us why she joined as a brand partner, she plans what she's going to do. So plan your posts over the next few weeks of when you're going to post some particular posts on before and after photos. And you might plan them in relation to when you're available to be able to contact them and let them know and have a conversation with people. So guys, July Accelerator, it's up to you guys to go out there and go and grab that promotion. The company puts these promotions on for us for a reason, and that is to build our business. So it's in your court. It's absolutely in your court. I want to just thank you all for coming tonight. I know we've just run over time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the people that couldn't jump on. I have no idea what went on then. And thank you, Linda, for sharing. Thank you, Ermz, for sharing. And thank you, everybody, for coming along and spending half an hour of your night on a Monday night together. Thanks heaps. See you all.
Thanks, Rach. Thanks for coming on, you baby BPs. Michelle and Diana.